Jai Shri Ram. Now we start Canto 15. The summary: Ram, Sita and Lakshman dwell in a cottage built by Lakshman in Panchavati. Now we start the chapter. Then, going to Panchavati, full of various beasts of prey and deer, Ram said to Lakshman, his brother of bright lustre, "According to our plan, we have come to the region of which the sage spoke to us. O gentle brother, this is the region of Panchavati with woodlands in blossom. Since you are a man of insight, cast a look around in the forest, at which place will a hermitage be suitable for us. Look about for a site with a pool nearby, in which the princess of Videha, yourself and I will feel delighted, where there is beauty of forest and beauty of water, and also in the vicinity of which there are firewood, flowers, the holy kusha grass and water." Thus addressed by Ram, Lakshman with folded hands spoke as follows to Kakushta in the presence of Sita. "O Kakushta, so long as you are present, say 100 years, I am dependent only. Therefore tell me which of your own accord to erect a hut at a place which is agreeable to you." Very much pleased by this reply of Lakshman and thinking for a while, Sri Ram of surpassing lustre selected a spot possessed of all good qualities. He went to that spot selected for setting up a hermitage, and clasping Lakshman by the hand, Sri Ram said to the son of Sumitra, "This plot is even, grand and surrounded by trees in blossom. Here you ought duly to set up a beautiful hermitage." Sorry. Here is seen nearby a lake looking delightful with fragrant sun-like lotuses and further beautified by blue lotuses. As pointed out by sage Agastya, the pure-minded sage, this is the site of charming Godavari, hemmed with trees in blossom, crowded with swans and Karandava birds, beautified by Karavaka birds, and stirred by herds of deer. It is neither very far nor very near. Here are seen lofty and charming mountains made noisy by peacocks, having many caves and covered with trees in blossom, O gentle Lakshman. Speckled here and there with shining gold, silvery and coppery minerals, they look like elephants decorated with exquisite colored diagrams resembling latticed windows. The mountains are graced with sal, palmyra, tamala, date, jackfruit, nivara, that is watery kadamba, tinisha and punaga trees, and covered by mango, ashoka, tilaka, ketaka, kampaka, syandana, sandalwood, nipa, parnasa, lakuka, dhava, ashwakarna, khadira, sami, kimisuka and patala trees, laden with blossoms and surrounded with shrubs and climbers. This spot is holy. This is charming. This abounds in deer and birds. O son of Sumitra, we will stay here with this bird Jatayu." Spoken to in these words by Ram, Lakshman, the slayer of hostile warriors, possessed as he was of extraordinary might, set up a hermitage for his brother without delay. Lakshman, who was possessed of extraordinary might, erected a lovely and excellent abode for Sri Ram in the shape of a very extensive hut with wall of mud supported on good pillars and roofed with long bamboo sticks and looking very attractive and charming, thatching it with boughs of sami tree, fastened with strong cords and also well covered with blades of kusha and flowers of kasha grass and reeds, and levelling the floor. The glorious Lakshman forthwith went to the river Godavari, bathed in it, and taking lotuses and fruits, returned. Then, making a flower offering and performing a propitiatory rite with due ceremony, he showed the hermitage which he had duly set up to Sri Ram. Seeing the delightful hermitage set up for him, the said Sri Ram and Sita derived supreme joy in that cottage. Being supremely delighted and tightly clasping Lakshman with his arms most affectionately, Sri Ram then spoke to him as follows: I am pleased with you, O powerful brother. You have accomplished this great work, as a reward for which I have given you a well deserved embrace. Lakshman, with you as his son, knowing my feelings, grateful and a knower of what is right, my pious minded father is not dead. Having thus spoken to Lakshman, the happy Raghav, the promoter of others' grandeur, stayed in that region of abundant fruits happily. Attended upon by Sita and Lakshman, that righteous prince stayed for some period like a god in heaven. Thus ends Canto 15 in the Aranyakand of the glorious Ramayana of Valmiki, the work of a Rishi and the oldest epic. Jai Shri Ram.